Hi, well, I've got another bit of stuff from China to have a look at. And arrived this morning very quickly, actually. Very helpfully addressed to Simon Null, which appears to be my new surname. And this is a pair of AirPod knockoffs, and from the form of them. And let me show you the most important thing about this is how much did they cost. And here we have the item. Amazing, eh? I just couldn't resist because, you know, for £3, why not? And I'm not really expecting them to be anything other than plastic shells, to be quite honest. If there's any electronics in them at all, I'll be extremely happy. They might just be for posing, although it does claim to be able to connect and everything. Because I remember when mobile phones first came out and people started to notice they were a big distraction when you were driving, but before they were made illegal, the police in this country released the information that 50% of the people they were stopping to talk to about using their mobile phones or cell phones while driving weren't in fact making calls at all. They were just posing, and it was 50%. So who knows? These might be good for posing as well. Okay, well, let me just get a knife and we'll unwrap them. Man, do I look cool. This should be a laugh. Right. But any obvious way? No. That's a question of just slicing your way in, I think. Right, here we go. Actually, scissors might be more appropriate here. There's certainly a lot of padding. Can't complain about that. Oops, just knocked the stand there. Got icky goo all over my scissors. USB cord. I do believe that's the shortest USB cord I have ever seen, let alone got with any product. And here we go. Look familiar? These are very likely to be knockoffs of knockoffs of knockoffs. So, let's have a look. Remind you of anything? Right, now, this is the point of the video where I have to confess that I've never used AirPods at all, and I have no idea how to connect them or whether they're charged. Oh, we get a little instruction book. So what I'm going to have to do... My God, that print is small. Right, and my eyesight isn't all that good. So what I'm going to have to do is pause momentarily while I check this all out and work out how it works. And then we'll see if we can connect them. And let's face it, I mean, even if they have got electronics in them and they manage to connect them, you know, it's going to be tin cans. I mean, I doubt there's any bass. And I am very fond of bass. Just ask my Cambridge audio speakers. Okay, well, I'll see you in a bit. Right, in fact, the print was so small on the handset, I had to scan in the instructions and blow them up in Affinity Photo. If you want to read them, you can just pause the video. I'm not entirely sure, having read them, that I'm any the wiser than I was before I did. So I think what we'll do is just plunge in and try and pair them up. Okay, to cut a long story short, well, actually not a very long story at all, but because of my unfamiliarity with Android basically and using headphones of any kind, after a bit of faffing around, I connected it up to my Android phone, the Umidigi A7 Pro, just fine, and they work just fine. I found when I reconnected them, having connected them to the iPhone, they were a bit reluctant to do both at once, but you can actually connect one after the other, and you get sound coming out of both, so that's okay by me. So to cut along, no, not even a long story short, they work fine with Android, and if I'd known the system and been familiar with AirPods, AirPod knockoffs anyway, I could have connected them up straight away. Right, I must say one of the things I enjoy about the Android is that I can just drag MP3s onto it. None of this going through the tortuous Apple Music program, and I've had all sorts of problems with files doubling up and stuff. But anyway, that's what I do like that about Android. Right, I'm going to try and hold these up to the microphone to see whether you can hear. This one. It is not loud. In my ears, and it is a bit tinny. But I went and tested them, and I walked into the that picture shop and spoke to Helen to see whether I could hear her. I couldn't hear her. I had to take them out of my ears to hear. Another thing, I mean, they're hardly multifunctional. You know, you get all these. I've shown you the instructions. They get all these. You know, you get multiple functions depending on where you tap on AirPods and things like that. There's none of that with this, I'll tell you. You get to connect, you listen to your music, and you get to answer phone calls. And they have got microphones, which I haven't tested yet, which I suppose I should do, actually. But, I mean, for £3, they work. I think they're a bit bigger than Apple ones. I don't know, let me take self-portrait and we'll see what you think. I mean, I think they're a bit bigger and clunkier, but we'll see. Let's take a photo. Right, well, here we are with the iPhone, and to be honest, it connects just fine. You even get the animation up. Right, I'll turn them off, now I'll turn them on. You see? You get the AirPod animation up. You get the percentages. It works just fine. I am amazed. I was expecting them to be just shells. They're not very loud. I mean, the sound isn't very good. There's no bass or anything like that, but it's perfectly acceptable. I haven't tried it on a phone call yet, so I haven't tried out the microphone. Is there a way I can do that? Let me think. I probably won't bother now. But yeah, I mean, for £3, come on. Absolutely brilliant. I'll put a link down below. Okay, thanks very much for watching. Right, just an addendum. It is a bit confusing in that they come up twice, which I thought, this is the iPhone, they come up twice, which I thought was left and right. But in fact, this one is showing as connected, and this one's showing as not connected. And in fact, music is coming out of both of them. So I don't know what's going on there. It might be something to do with me just not being familiar with the system or whatever. That's a bit confusing, but and I've also found that they don't like connecting together. You've got to do one after the other, really. Then it works fine, but it's a bit of a faff around. But there we go. I mean, for three, I keep on saying it, but for £3, come on. Okay, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you the next time.